Okay. Let me see. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. I don't know what that was. It probably wasn't that bad. Can I hear myself? I can. How you guys all doing tonight? It is your boy, the one, the only. Say it with me now. World's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome to yet another late night stream. You know, we've kind of been doing this. I've kind of made this a tradition, you know. I kind of like doing the little late night streams on Friday now, to a lesser extent Monday. I kind of like doing these little late night Friday streams. I don't know what it is. Of course, it's not really late night. I always say it's late night. I'm streaming at 8:24 p.m. I usually start at around 8 or 9. It's not really late night, but they tend to go into the late nights. I guess like 11 o'clock. You know, that's late night. So they tend to make their way into late nights, but they don't necessarily start out as late nights. Um, so I gotta be real with you guys. I gotta be 100% dead serious and 100% real with you. I uh I have no idea what to play. I I don't have any. I don't know what to play. I mean, I guess we could play Adventure Time. I don't know if you guys were really into that. I was having fun though. But otherwise, I don't really have anything else to play. I'm gonna be real. I mean, all I got installed right now is like and we open up my old Steam library here. All I have installed right now is like Vic 2, Hoi 4, Crusader Kings. I got Sonic Adventure 2. We're not playing that. I got Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic the Sega All Stars Racing, Sonic Colors Ultimate. Sonic the Hedgehog 4, we ain't playing that. I got Apex Legends. I mean, I could always play Roblox. I mean, I could always install a game. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? What exactly should I play? I don't know what to play. Yo, please do not call me that. Please do not call me that. My name is Sega Slayer 64, good sir. I'm not gonna lie to you. Play Resident Evil 9. I don't have Resident Evil 9, so I can't play Resident Evil 9. I only got Resident Evil 7, and I don't have it installed currently. Well, I only got Resident Evil 7 on PC. On other consoles, I've got like Resident Evil 5, Revelations 1 and 2. We're getting off topic here. What do you guys want to see me play though? I got let's check the old we could check the old games folder. We can check the old games folder. I got a game called Infinite Life. So I got Megabunk. Megabunk's goaded. Among Us is not installed. Apex is installed. The Batman Arkham game's not installed. Call of Duty Cold War not installed. Brawlhalla not installed. I could always install any of these. Dead by Daylight, that'd be a fun one, but not installed. Dragon Ball Universe also a fun one, not installed. Man, I don't have that much storage. I'm gonna be real. That's the one thing I hate that I'm not like rectifying with my PC right now. So I'm taking the same old terabyte. And you know, at the time I needed a quick SSD, so I just bought a terabyte one. But like if I had time to wait, and I would have bought like a 3, or I would have bought like a 2 terabyte, or maybe even a 3 terabyte. I want to go and buy a SATA SSD off of like probably eBay or something later on. For my new computer. Which, by the way, guys, good news. It's peak. Wait, commit armed robbery and then buy it. No. Uh, by the way, guys, we're gonna play something in a second. But by the way, guys, new PC is coming in. All the rest of the parts. Let's see. Tomorrow, my motherboard should be coming. Um, Monday, I think Monday. No, but yeah, tomorrow my motherboard will be coming in, and then Tuesday, maybe potentially Monday, my case and RAM will be coming in. Right? Probably Tuesday for the RAM, maybe Monday for the case. But I know for a fact the motherboard is coming tomorrow. Um, so yeah, this PC build, this thing is starting. It's happening. Come this time next week, I'll be on a brand new computer, except for the GPU. But that's okay. I'm selling my old computer, including the same GPU. You know, it's funny. I'm gonna be without a GPU for a little bit of time, a couple weeks. Um, Like as soon as I sell my new GPU, as soon as I sell my old computer, which I'm sending this RTX 3060 Ti with it, I'm gonna use that money to buy a new GPU, and then I'm gonna have to wait a couple weeks for the new GPU to get here. Well, I gotta waiting for my computer to sell, whatever. Blah 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 blah. The point is, I'll be on a new computer next week with 32 gigs of RAM and a Ryzen 7 3600 3800 X3D, the GOAT CPU. I cannot wait. I genuinely can't. The new case is gonna be fire. The new motherboard is fire. Way more ports, including like multiple USB 3.0 ports. I'm finally gonna have a USB Type C port, so VR games are gonna be much better. Because now I can plug my Oculus Quest directly into my computer at high speeds and play games without lag. Have you chosen the specific 5070 yet? I want to get a white one. I've been looking at different brands. Um, I don't have any brand loyalty for GPU makers. My current GPU is EVGA. It wasn't EVGA originally. Originally, I had an Asus 3060 Ti that I bought, but then when it got here, the card was dead, and I had to get a. I had to go ahead and get a refund. Well, it wasn't dead, but there were screen flickers like instantly, so I got a refund for that card because they determined it was a manufacturing issue. And they asked me if I wanted another one. I didn't really want to risk it, so I said, "Nah, you know what? Nah, man. This Asus card, have fun. You can have this back." And I went out and brought an EVGA version of the card. I don't have any specific brand loyalty, but because of my case, and I'll show you guys a picture. Hold on, give me a second. I'll show you guys a picture of the case on Amazon real fast. Wait, okay. Here we go. So check this out. This is there's a bunch of different images of them of the case, but I got the main case like right here pulled up. You can see it's got the different RGB lights. You can set them to your color. A lot of people set them to white. I don't know which configuration I'm gonna set them to, but this is the case. This was not the case I was originally supposed to get. I'm only getting this case because I bought the case already, and the guy who's selling the cases, he ran out of the case I was going to buy, which I'll tell you was infinitely worse than this one. It was still nice, but it was like infinitely worse than this one. Um, but he ran out of the case I was supposed to buy, and then I got this case instead for free. So this case is way too big. It's huge. I love it. It's got the beautiful fans. It's got 6 fans instead of the original 3 for the other case I was getting. So this case is pretty goated, and a lot of people, dang, there's a red mod. There's a blue one. What? I wonder he didn't say which color I was getting. I hope I don't get the black one. I really don't want the black one. I don't want the black one because all my components, I wanted to have like an all white setup. Um, wait. It's a neat, wait. I like the Gigabyte Aero 5070 GPU. It actually has better cooling than what I have now. I didn't get it purely because I didn't want to wait for it to ship. For its ship time because I'm an impatient sucker. It's a neat white GPU. What's good? What up? Just chilling yourself? Chilling. Chilling like a redacted. It's a beaut. Looks like the cooling is nice. Oh, it is. Trust me, I've been watching like tons of reviews on this case because again, I originally wanted this. I seen this case around, but I didn't pick this case because it was out of the budget of what I was willing to spend on a case. Um, And so when he when the dude was like, "Hey, we'll give it to you," like, look, you can see this case has been used for like the 4K workstation, game stations, whatever. Look at that, man. That's such a nice case. It's durable. It's huge. It's gonna like, dang, there really is a blue one. Dang, I hope I get that one. I mean, I assume it's probably gonna be the white one because I originally bought a white case in the first place. But it doesn't really make a difference. But like, yeah, it really is a nice case. It's huge. It's got the fish tank design. That was a must for me. Fish tank design was an absolute must for me. I had to have it. Um, my old case was beautiful. I love my current PC case. It really does have that awesome, like, retro futuristic feel, but that's just it, right? It's getting kind of old. It's the retro futuristic feel. I want the newer case. And this case is gonna be absolutely just beautiful. So to answer Matthew's original question, because I started ranting and raving about how nice this case is. To answer Matt's original question, I want a white. I would hopefully like to get a white RTX of 2050 and a white RTX 5070. That's what I'm hoping to get, one of the white ones to go in here and match. To match the rest of my components. Well, I'd say match the rest of my components. Hold on, give me a second. I want to show you some other. I'm gonna pull up some other pictures of the other components I got so you can see what they look like. I'll be right back. Okay. Wait. Imagine. Wait. Hold on. Looks like the cooling is nice. Imagine you get a gross shade of greenish yellow. I'd be really upset. I'm not gonna lie. Have you seen the Gigabyte Aero 5070? I have. I like the Gigabyte GPUs. They are nice. They are nice. Um, so I got a couple things pulled up here. I didn't pull up my RAM because like no one really cares. I'm gonna be real. I mean, I can show it to you if you want to. It's just a generic stick of RAM. It really doesn't matter. Um, but this was the original case I was going to get. And yes, this is still a nice case. By the way, this is it in its default configuration. It only has 3 fans. And yes, this is still a nice case. But it's kind of small. The power button, on the bottom. Don't really like that. It was a small case, kind of cramped a little bit. Um, and while I like this case, I did like this case. Well, I mean, I liked it enough that I picked this case. Um, I don't know. I think this case is way better. It's way bigger, has more fans for a good airflow, 6 of them instead of the 3 that I was getting on here. Um, Same amount of fans I got on my case. This one right here, the 4 fans, it has 4 fans, not 3 fans. This is 6 fans. I like the bottom fan specifically for the GPU to pull that extra heat out of the case. For the GPU, I like that extra touch here on this case that I'm getting now. And this one doesn't have them. It has the option to mount them, but I don't want to buy extra fans. I'm gonna be real. I've already spent quite a lot on this PC. I'm not buying extra fans. As far as the fish tank design, they're both really nice. They both have that like nice fish tank design. Again, I still think it's just a little bit better on here because this one's like bigger. I also, again, one of the biggest things that I didn't like about that case originally was that the ports and the power button were on the bottom, right? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I sit my computer on the floor. It is right here next to my desk on the floor, right? Um, And the thing is, my desk is not big enough to fit that on the table. There's no way I could fit a computer on here. So this being a bigger case, more suited to go on the floor, I'm happy about. And because of that, the power button not being on the bottom, way down here, where like I'd have to reach all the way on the floor to press it, which is not hard or anything. I'm not like so. I mean, I'm a little chunky, but I'm not like so big that I can't get down here and press the button. I very easily could. But I prefer to have a button that I could just easily reach over and press. My current PC has them on the top, which is easy. The one thing I am kind of sad about that all of these cases seem to have gotten rid of these days, that I'm really gonna miss. Well, besides the disk drive, I am gonna really miss having a disk drive. I'm not gonna lie to you. But more importantly than that, the reset button. The reset button is one of the most useful things on my PC. I love it, and all of these cases do not have a reset button. Now, you can make the button on the front a reset button, but it's really tedious, and I don't feel like going through all of that. What they have instead is an RGB control button, which, why couldn't you have that in a reset button? I will never know. But I liked the reset button. It was pretty easy for me to just go over here and press it, press reset, my computer will restart instantly. Uh, huh? Oh, sorry. Okay. No, I'm sorry, guys. You might think I'm crazy for the way I just stopped talking. But I heard my brother out there talking. Um, but yeah, I like the reset button. I'm gonna miss the reset button. So not having that anymore kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Mine's got not counting GPU and CPU. Wait, hold on. Same amount of fans I got in my case, sorta. Not counting GPU and CPU. Um, Mine got a reset, and I hate it because it's the exact same as the RGB control. My button over here is like completely different. They were completely different shaped. The reset button was much smaller. It also had a red light glowing on it, and so I'm gonna miss that reset button. The reset button was pretty useful for me, especially if I needed to quickly restart. For whatever reason. It was just kind of useful. I use the reset button quite a lot. And so I'm gonna miss it. I know a lot of people don't care. I care just because I use the reset button, and I'm gonna miss it. What is that? Oh yeah, no, that was just me looking up the case thing that doesn't actually matter. And then I can show you guys my motherboard. I decided. Hold on. I decided the motherboard I was gonna go with is the Asus Tough Gaming B650E dash E, because yeah, two E's for whatever reason. It's got all the ports I could possibly need. We got PCIe Express 5.0 for the newest graphics cards, a 4.0 for some of the older graphics cards, even a 3.0 right here. It's got an M.2. It has an M.2 drive, 0.5.0 version, right? So for the newer, faster SSDs, I can put them in right there. And then it has three other, I believe. It has three other M.2 4.2 drives right here. So one here for your standard M.2 drives. Four slots for if you want a four configuration of RAM. But I will actually tell you guys this, and you're not going to believe me. You're probably not going to believe this, but you can look it up. Having four things of RAM is actually harmful to your performance, right? Now, having more RAM is better for capacity, but if we're just talking about straight speeds and the speeds at which your CPU reads the RAM, which is arguably the most important part when it comes to pure performance, especially in gaming, having four channels of RAM is actually suboptimal to having two channels of RAM. So that's just a little nerd PC knowledge for you. It's got, AIM-5 slot right here. The AIM-5 slot is obviously for the new CPU, the newer CPUs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. One, you never really change out your CPU. Um, like rarely. I mean, now I have a 7800 X3D. This CPU is probably gonna be in there for a good 10 years. I'm gonna be real. Like, we're not even coming close. We're not even gonna come close to like maxing out the performance of this freaking CPU. That is why I went ahead and got this. Everything I got was modular and bulletproof. I made sure, like if I ever yummy RAM. Wait, I never really used it because I forget about it, and I'm used to just holding the power button for 3 seconds if I need to do a shutdown. That can actually break Windows, by the way, if you know, because you're like forcing your computer to shut down without properly closing all the applications and stuff, and it can actually cause some glitches in Windows, and it has done so for me. It's not really that bad. It's not really a problem on SSDs, but on hard drive, especially when you have a hard drive, doing that to Windows and your hard drive could like corrupt your drive. Yummy RAM. I know it's unstable because my old PC had 4 LOL. Um, Yeah, so it's unstable. It's better. It's always better to run RAM in dual channel than it is to run it in quad channel. But just in case I ever do want to run quad channel, say I want to run 128 gig RAM for whatever reason in the future, assuming RAM ever gets cheaper, then I can do that. I'm running 32 gigs right now, which is more than fine enough for me. Um, well, for what I'm doing, again, I game, I stream on my PC. I don't really do editing or my CPU. I'll let you guys know right now. So a lot of you will know the 7800X3D is like the best CPU in the world, goated, graded. But particularly for gaming, right? It's an insane gaming CPU. It's gonna handle your gaming and your streaming just fine. This CPU, on the other hand, even though it's like one of the best CPUs and is insane for gaming and streaming, it is not so good for like rendering. It's a terrible rendering CPU. Do not render with this CPU. Which is funny because it's incredibly expensive. This is not a good rendering CPU for people who work on Blender or who work in other types of modeling and stuff like that. So if you're a gamer and you maybe stream, maybe you do a little editing, Ryzen 7 7800X3D is technically overkill. Again, this CPU is not worth the money at all. Do not buy this. I bought this because I want to future proof. If you're not out here trying to future proof, or you don't like, because the CPU right here, it will hang with a 5090. That's what this kind of was for. I bought the CPU specifically just for future proofing, right? So that when I buy the CPU, I won't have to buy another CPU for like at least 5, but more than likely a decade. I won't have to buy another CPU. So that's why I bought this. But like this motherboard is AM5. It's gonna handle all your AM5 chips just fine. It got tons of heat sink on the M.2 drive. But I want to see if I can show you the ports. There we go. I wanted to show you. Oh well, that's a terrible photo. Where is this? This is on ASUS. Can I open it up? Let's see if I can't open this up. I wanted to show you guys the ports right here. Because it has quite a lot of ports. I have a couple tabs open. Give me a minute. Oh, I'm telling you right now. This is the biggest issue right here. No, do not do that. This is the biggest issue right here. I cannot wait. Wait, I know it's unstable because soon I'll be replacing a CPU if any of the places I apply to stop ghosting me. I want to tell you guys this. I, I, I'm not gonna miss having 12 gigs of RAM. I'm not having 12 gigs of RAM. I was coping. I coped with it. I coped. I did. I coped with the 12 gigs. You hear Asus is going to start manufacturing RAM? I did not hear that. If that's the case, that's goaded. I'm not going to lie to you. My current motherboard is an Asus motherboard, so I'm sticking with Asus. That's why I'm upgrading to this board right here, because I've kind of become... I'm used to the Asus BIOS. I don't want to switch BIOSes. I'm going to be real. I've learned that BIOS through and through. I know exactly where everything is and how to do everything. And so I really just didn't want to switch BIOSes from the Asus one. And I really just like the Asus logo when I load up my computer. I'm an Asus fanboy, so that's why I stuck with an Asus motherboard. But I wanted to show you, I wanted to show you the I/O shield right here. Because on the I/O, not the I/O shield, on the back port section, right, you can see we've got, sorry about that, we got DisplayPort, HDMI, BIOS flashback, USB, three USB 5 gigabit per second transfers on the USB 3.0 ports, 3 USB 2.0 ports, 1 USB 10 gigabits per second port. Look at that. That is crazy. That is the one that is like a cyan color. Incredibly fast. 1 USB 10 gigabit per second USB Type C. That is gonna come in handy for when I'm playing my games on VR. Also for just charging my phone. Right? My case has a charging port, which thank God, man. Because how I've always had to do this, right? Was I've always had to plug my phone cable. I'd always had to plug my phone cable or my charger. Well, the charger I use for my phone is actually my Switch 2 charger. But whatever. When I'm playing, when I'm streaming, if my phone dies, I have to plug it way over there, and I can't read it. But with this new PC, with this new motherboard, I'll have two USB Type-Cs, one on the front of my case and one in the back. The one in the back is mostly going to be for when I play VR games. The one in the front, because that's 10 gigabits per second, the one in the front of my actual PC will be for charging. Also, another really big benefit is that my PC is flat, right? So even if I do have to charge my phone and I'm not using it, I can actually sit the phone on the top of the computer because it's a flat computer. There aren't really any air vents up there. And it's a flat computer with no buttons on the top. So I can sit my phone on top of there and just let it charge. So I can just reach over here and whenever I have to look at the chat. And so I no longer have to hold my phone and sit kind of awkwardly on the table. I can just, there's a lot of benefits to it. So I'm happy to have that port. Realtek 2.5 gig internet, Ethernet, which is cool. You know, the Ethernet. I don't use Ethernet. I'm way too far away from my router to use Ethernet. I can't move my router because, well, my internet is not wired that way. So, because I actually have wires that run underneath my house for the internet. So it's really fast internet. I'm being real. And so I can't move the router to plug the Ethernet in, and I'm not allowed because this is not my house. I'm not allowed to run a super long extended Ethernet cable all the way from the living room to my room, as that cord would stretch throughout the whole house. It'd just be kind of ugly in general. So that's just kind of a no-no. So that's not going to be working out. But this board has something that I have desperately wanted. I mean, I have wanted this so bad. So bad. You don't understand. It has built-in Wi-Fi 6E. You can see it right there. Oh my god. That is by far the best part of this board. Oh, it also has Bluetooth 5.2. So, you know, having a board with Bluetooth is goated. I don't really care that much about the Bluetooth, but having it with Bluetooth is just kind of goated. I don't use wireless controllers. I prefer wired third-party controllers because of the low latency of plugging it in. But should I ever decide, you know what, I want to use a wireless controller again, or I have a friend or someone else who comes over here and wants to use a wireless controller, they can. So being able to have Bluetooth is good. Also, I use an actual professional pair of audio headphones for my normal audio, and then a headset for my PC. But now I can use my Bluetooth headphones when I want to listen to music on my PC. So that is kind of goated. I'm about to read your message right there in a second, Mav. Give me a second. So having Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth, pretty goated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty hyped for that. Um, Remember, only keep your monitor plugged into that. No, never keep your monitor plugged in. Wait, MSI has a neat logo when loading in. Remember, only keep your monitor plugged into that. Does your house have Ethernet ports in the walls? Some houses have that, and they are connected to the router directly, since you got that type of internet. My house does not have... It does, actually. You know what? No, it does. It does have the Ethernet ports. But my room, specifically, does not have the Ethernet ports. The Ethernet ports are in, a couple of the other rooms that are further away from my room than the actual living room is, right? Like, if I go outside of my door, the living room is like, why am I giving you the layout of my house? That doesn't matter. But yeah, my house does have them, but I can't use them because, I'm too far away, which, you know, bummer. It's not really that big a deal though. Wi-Fi 6E is really fast now. We're getting close to those Ethernet speeds, and just I'm tired. It's way better of what I've been using before. Because how I've had to do it before for years is right, guys. I had to get these really slow, really terrible Wi-Fi. So even though I've got good internet in my house, right, my internet is actually really good in my house. It's really fast. Get some fast speeds. I pay for a really high bill to get the really fast speeds. I haven't been able to take advantage of them because my computer has to use this. Well, you can't see it, but I have to have this stupid USB Wi-Fi adapter thing with these ugly little antennas, and they're terrible. They're terrible. So that means before I can get a Wi-Fi signal, right, it has to transmit from the router to the Wi-Fi adapter, which is garbage, through USB to the computer, which is incredibly slow and incredibly terrible. My house is so old, I don't even have the cable cords in the wall. I hate, I absolutely despise these USB adapters. And they're expensive as all heck, too. They suck. So, being able to throw this garbage in the trash and have Wi-Fi 6E built directly into my motherboard is just goated. I cannot wait. You know, we got the Pro Cool connectors up here for the CPU. You get an 8-pin plus a 4-pin if you need the extra 4-pin for, like, if you got like a really really powerful workstation CPU. Not really meant for gaming, but the workstation Ryzen 9s. So you need one of those right there. You need one of those extra 4-pin connectors. Mine does not. I only need the 8-pin connector, which I have with my power supply. Um, these are just the power stations. RGB2 gen headers. We got the two RGB headers right there. One for my CPU and then one for the other one. 4 DDR5 slots, like I already said. You really want to use 2 and 4 channel. They're highlighted in gray so you know which ones to put the stuff in. We got AMD, AMD AM5 socket right here. One front USB 20.G, one front USB 20 gigabits per second. Look at that, 20 bits per second. My God, USB for the front of my case. That is gonna be crazy. Two front USB 5G ports. So for my USB 2s, they go right there. M.2 PCIe 5.0. M.2 PCIe 4.0, M.2 PCIe 4.0, AMD B650 chipset right there. That's for the chipset. We got 4 SATA ports right down here. Two USB 2.0 ports. The Realtek audio, the audio processing and stuff like that. I don't really care that much about that because I use headphones. One PCIe 4.0 right there, ASUS safe slot. One PCIe 4.0 PCH, one PCIe 4.0 X16. You know, one of these smaller ones right here. We don't really care about these right here. This one right here, no one actually uses that. Hold on. If I had good internet, wait. If I had good internet, my Ethernet connected to extender setup would have been amazing. But I'm on crappy Verizon 5G home internet. Basically a mobile hotspot. That's rough. I'm also on Verizon, but I'm on the top Fios package. The Fios. Man, Fios internet is so much better than actual cable internet. Screw Comcast. It is terrible. It is terrible. But being on the Verizon 5G mobile hotspot, that's rough. Um, I feel for you, man. I do, because it's like I'm getting those speeds when I should be getting way better speeds because I have to use the stupid USB adapter. But I'm ready to get rid of that. So this is gonna be the new motherboard. Oh wait, hold on. They actually changed the color of the BIOS. It's still the same BIOS. This is the exact same BIOS that I already had, but it's orange now, which I guess is cool because orange is my favorite color. My router literally has a SIM card. Oh my. Oh man. That's That's rough. Oh, I'm sorry about that, buddy. Um, Also, one of the best parts about this board right here is, I don't know if it says it over here, but it has the auto overclocking for the CPU. Power saving, you can see the power saving things right here should you want to do that. I don't really care that much about that. The BIOS right here, oh, you can turn it in easy mode or UFE, wait. So this is the easy mode BIOS, and then this is the advanced mode BIOS right here. Search function, user profile, easy mode. Yeah, here we go right here. For the more advanced mode BIOS, I know how to use both of those already. Armor crates for this one, you can mess with the fan speeds, and the fan curve and all that. Hardware information, Aura Sync, driver, manual download. Oh, dude, you could download the driver straight from the BIOS? That is, oh my god. I didn't even know that. Wait, my router literally has a SIM card. Okay, downloading the BIOS. I didn't even know that part. I didn't even know about that. You can now download the driver straight from there. But yeah, man, we are doing really good. This is a good motherboard. Cooling, I don't know what we're talking about cooling right here. We got the heat sinks right here. They don't really matter all that much. But yeah, this is a beast of a motherboard. An absolute like beast right there. I'm gonna close this out because I don't want to leave that. I definitely don't want to open that. But yeah, that's a beast of a motherboard. I think we're gonna play Adventure Time. I got myself an absolute beast of a motherboard. Beast again. You already seen the CPU, the Ryzen 7 7800X 3D, just an absolute beast. Overkill again, all completely overkill for the system I'm building. Hard to get to BIOS. LOL. It boots so fast that you got yes, math. You get it. Hold on. Why didn't my thing open? Matthew gets it. Guys, when I first got my SSD, right, and I switched from a hard drive, my god, was it painful. Was it painful? Because I'm like, hold on, why is my game not opening? Oh my god, I really hope I did not delete this game earlier. I really hope that I did not delete this game earlier. Can I open the location of this? Install properties. I really hope. Oh man, let's screenshots. No. Oh god. I was doing some cleanup earlier, and I really hope that I did not delete this game. File path right there. Oh man, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, just right back. Okay. Yeah, I definitely deleted all of those. So, yeah, that is a bit of a bummer. Has it always said untested? Because the only game I have that says that is a deleted one. It has not. It has always said untested. It always says untested because that game has not been tested. I screwed up. I deleted, and even then, the other game you saw there, which we will not name for the purpose of not going to jail with Nintendo, even though I do own that game physically, that game is also gone because I was cleaning out my space earlier and just deleted a bunch of random garbage. So, we're cooked. What do we play? I have no idea what to play now. Dang, I'm like completely kind of thrown off because I have like no idea what to play. I can re-download it, but that's a whole bunch of work, and we'd have to restart the game anyway. Pivot. Come on, Marvin. Come on. You can think of something. I don't have Fortnite installed. No one's gonna want to watch map games. Freak, I'm screwed. I don't really want to play Minecraft. I'm gonna be real. I just beat Mario 64 twice and Mario Sunshine. I deleted 64DS by accident earlier, so that's gone. Dang it, man. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll figure this out. I promise. Okay, I have the perfect game to pivot to save us, okay? I have the perfect game to pivot to save us. We're gonna play Wario Land 4. I did say we were gonna finish up this game, since I didn't finish streaming it. So we're gonna do exactly as I say, and we're gonna finish up the game. Uh, actually, you guys did not see the second episode where I beat the boss, did you? You did not see that. Well, I beat the boss. So Ruby Passage. Let's go. Look, guys, I'm sorry. This was not supposed to happen. Um, I was cleaning out a bunch of my crap earlier, and I'm assuming I accidentally deleted some things that I should not have deleted. Casual Sega Slayer 64 moment right then and there. I'm gonna be real. Um, my stuff is all still heavily unorganized. See, I give you the appearance of everything being incredibly organized on my desktop, but in reality, it's just not. Also, what does this machine do again? You see, you think it is, but in reality, it's just not. That's the average Sega Slayer 64 experience right there. I'm telling you guys. You get to believe that everything is in tip-top shape. Oh no, you get to believe that everything is in tip-top shape, and in reality, nothing is actually in tip-top shape, and everything is screwed. No, I actually deleted the System 37 by accident, but it's okay. Oh, that machine just fixed you. Okay. Woo. But yeah, guys, that is the main components of my PC build that you need to know about. I didn't tell you about the RAM because the RAM, it really doesn't matter. It's just for now, I'm gonna be rocking one 32 gig stick because that's all I could afford. It cost me $200. Yes, I have not recovered from that price. It is insane. But it is what you got to do what you got to do if you want RAM in today's economy. I'm gonna be real. Um, but I'm not actually that mad about it because that gives me an upgrade path to 64 gigs really easily. Once hey, I'm not complaining. Wario's greatest achievement. Wario's greatest achievement is Wario Land 3. Wario show you fun. Wait, did you? Wario show you fun. Listen, I'm gonna be real, man. I am the Wario Land 3 fanboy around here. So it always irks me a little bit when I see Wario's greatest achievement for Wario Land 4. Wario Land 3 was his greatest achievement, bro. He was going in Wario Land 3. That's the best Wario game. Um, but yeah, guys. That's amazingly the gist of my PC components. I didn't show you the RAM because it really doesn't matter. Like I said, I bought one 32 gig stick for now. You got to do what you got to do in today's RAM and the RAM apocalypse. You know, hold on. Let me see what was down there first before I. You got to do what you got to do in today's RAM apocalypse. I'm gonna be real, guys. But it leaves me a nice upgrade path to 64 gigs. Should I ever want to take that in the future? Now, 64 gigs is incredibly overkill, but I mean, I'm already halfway there, so I might as well just go ahead and do it at some point. Um, wait, let me get that. Okay. Now, sometimes I'm able to make it up there, and then other times just I'm not really. Okay. So I really wanted those crystals. I'm gonna be real. Um, but it's like, yeah, 32 gigs of RAM, DDR5. It's fine. It's okay. It's fast and much faster than DDR4. I'm not gonna miss DDR4's slow RAM transfers. Like I had 12 gigs of RAM already, but it was kind of made worse by just being on DDR4 still in the modern day. It's like most games are kind of built for DDR5 now, and they really don't like less than that. But I mean, you go with DDR4 if you gotta go with DDR4. Um, Personally, if in the ideal world, I would have had a computer that could work with both. Obviously, that's not real. That's not a real thing. But in an ideal world, we'd have a computer that works with DDR4 and DDR5. You know? Wait, hold on. Let me see where this puzzle has to go because I feel like I'm gonna mess this up. Wait for him to squish that. Wait, I think I know what I gotta do. Wait, can you stop that, man? Oh, wait, you throw the rock up there, then you gotta slide in. Oh, wait a second. I get it. Hold on. Wait. I thought I got it. Maybe I didn't get it. Oh, you're not supposed to. Okay, I screwed up because you're not supposed to jump. Wait. You're planning on 64 gigabytes? I don't know anyone who uses that much. That's a lot of RAM. That is a lot of RAM. I'm not playing. Well, I mean, again, I'm forced to kind of plan for it. Personally, I would have gladly stuck with 32. 32 gigs of RAM. And if it was up to me, right, Math, I would have stuck with the 32 gigs of DDR5 dual channel, but I literally could not get that. It was 32 gigs of one RAM. It was 32 gigs of oh my god, no! How do I'm stuck, bro? Please tell me it resets. It was either 32 gigs of it was either 32 gig one stick or no RAM at all, right? And if that was the case, I'm sorry, 32 gigs, one stick of 32 gig wins every single time. Temporarily, because like I said, you know, it does give me an upgrade path to 64 if RAM prices for somehow, some way, God willing, ever recover to even not even necessarily pre apocalypse crisis, but like even just decent prices again, right? Like if I could get 132 gig stick for say $50, that's a good price, and I'm willing to pay that personally. For $50 for a second stick of 30, but man, I got really scammed. I'm gonna be real. Lonely Goomba would agree with me about the game. Lonely Goomba actually does agree with me. I love Lonely Goomba, right? And he did name Wario Land 4 Wario Land's greatest achievement. But I'm sorry, I gotta tell you, buddy. I'm a Lonely Goomba enthusiast. I've seen every one of his videos, and I just rewatched it for like the fifth time. The fifth time. All of his videos again for the fifth time. A couple weeks ago, actually, I finished it up. Well, in his Wario Land 3 video, like he says, best Wario game. Best Wario game. It's the greatest Wario game. Wait, I did look into it. 32 gigabytes of DDR5 is better than the 64 gigabytes of DDR4 for games. But when doing things like editing and Blender, etc., 64 gigabytes of DDR5 is better. Of course! Oh, if DDR4 is better, that's because of capacity, though, Math. The thing about it is, right? The thing about this is, Math, wait, and that's what I do. So I'm happy with my 64 gigs of DDR4. The thing about it is, editing and rendering require more capacity. Gaming requires more speeds, right? DDR5 is faster than DDR4, right? But the capacity still matters. So 64 gigs of RAM is going to be better for things that eat up the capacity, like rendering or editing, while 32 gigs of DDR5 is going to be better for gaming because gaming requires you to access the RAM memory fast, like on point. Like it's got to be like right there. Wait, hold on, dang man, I almost fell out of my freaking chair. So you're right in that regards, but I don't where'd the rock go? Oh, the rock's over there. I thought I threw the rock in the water again. Oh. Oh, you know, if I was making a video and I had said that, what I would have done in the video was something funny. I would have made an edit of like Wario freaking tossing the rock into the water. No, come on. Okay. Please don't. That's some bull. I recently found out that the Xbox Series X only has 12 gigs of RAM. That is actually true. But the RAM capacity matters a lot less for consoles because games are optimized for consoles, right? Like the difference between PC and consoles is that games are built specifically for consoles, right? So you're always going to end up with a nice output on a certain console because the games are built directly for that console, right? Whereas on PC, games have to be built with a variety of systems in mind. On console, the version of the game is specifically made for that console. You gonna come down here? Oh, okay. The rock's up there? Okay. But yeah, the Xbox Series X does have 12 gigs of RAM. Just because 12 gigs of RAM, the RAM, while it matters, it does not matter that much for consoles because games are specifically optimized for said console in mind. Come in! Do you have to be like right there? The 3DS had 128 gigabytes of RAM. Megabytes? Because you definitely do not mean gigs. Did you mean to say megs? I don't remember how much RAM the 3DS had, but it was probably about that much in megabytes. I'm gonna be real. Oh no! There we go. Wait, that doesn't really help me though. That's cool and all. How am I supposed to get in there? Yeah, megabytes. Okay, I was about to say. The rock just comes back? Hold on. Wait, maybe it's another case of you gotta fall off. Oh wait, I think I know what to do. Yeah. Woohoo! Man, that was annoying the heck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Let me read your chat. Sorry. Of course, the the Game Boy has 8 kilobytes because it's super strong and powerful. It is. Wait a second. The music change kind of threw me off for a minute. Where did I come from? Oh, I came from this way. Sorry, buddy. Well, I wonder why those guys turn blue, though, right? We get a heart from up here. Oh, no! Dang it! Wait, is that... Okay, that's just a heart. Bro, what happened to Wario? My boy has lost some weight. He's lost some weight. He's definitely lost some weight since Wario Land 3, that's for sure. I swear, bro. Okay. Bro! I didn't even know that was down here. So, you know what? I'm happy I fell down here. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I just cannot be more excited. I know you guys are probably tired of me talking about the new computer, but like, man, I'm sorry. The excitement, right? I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. That feeling, right? The feeling when you're gonna get yourself a new computer and the excitement is just so real. I like PC Talk. I like PC Talk too. And I'm so excited to get a new. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm so excited just to get a new rig. I'm gonna be real with you that like, especially a rig that I know nowadays is like powerful. Like I'm going back to the top of the world again, boys. Wait a second. So where's the button? Something's kind of off here. Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Wait, because there's like an area up there where you can fall to, right? I think I was supposed to take one of the falls up there. Especially just going from where, like, okay, because at one point in time, the computer I have now was really good, and then now it's just kind of like, it's less good. It's mediocre. And, it's that point in time where, like, because I'm a very tech-centric guy, right? Tech is like a majority of my personality. It always has been. I'm the guy that everyone goes to for electronic stuff. I'm the guy who, I'm Mr. Know-It-All tech guy, right? That's what I've always been my whole life. In school, in my normal social life. So, it makes me feel weird when when I'm not up to date, right? And so just having my computer be, having a computer that's still good enough for everyone else, but is not like top tier anymore is like kind of a bummer to me, you know? I want a computer that is like still going to be able to play the newest games. And well, I mean, I play 1080p, but you know what I mean. Bro, ending up like this, I'm so cooked. Come on! It's so slow! Okay, actually, no. This is actually pretty good. Yeah, no, actually, that was pretty good right there. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Wait, I fell. Hold on, go back. We only got 2 minutes and 18 seconds. I want to look at the chat, but give me a second, guys. I only got a couple minutes left. I have no time to be doing any of this. So let me take my dumb behind on and go. Wait. Ooh. Oh no! Look at that, guys. I never lose. Wait. Wasn't there another machine this way, right? There is. Okay. Now, hold on. Because I'm kind of curious, right? No? Okay. Get out of my way, buddy. Whatever. We got all the parts now. No more dilly-dallying. Come on, boys. Woo! Okay. Soon you're going to have a GPU made for your res. I'm happy at 1080. No, I'm still at 1080p. I only play games at 1080p. But I'm going to get, wait. Still confusing me. Even on my old GPU, Wii U games ran so much better than Wii and GameCube. Really? That is kind of weird. I'm also technically happy at 1080p, but for the heck of it, I've decided later on this year, for the holiday season, I might as well, because I use an ultrawide monitor. In this ultrawide monitor, it has, like when I bought this sucker back in 2021, it's 1080p, but it also has a 1440p upgrade that is actually the same price as this 1080p monitor was when I originally bought it. Not now, right? Obviously, this 1080p monitor could probably be found for like, you could probably find the one I'm happy with at 1080p. I'm the one I'm happy with. You could probably find the one I have right now at 1080p. This ultrawide monitor, probably for around $80. This was around $200 when I bought it back in 21. I think it was, yeah, because I also bought this and I upgraded my CPU. So yeah, back in 21. Back in 21, when I got this sucker, I paid around $220 for this monitor. Now you can probably get it for like $80. But this monitor actually has an upgraded 1440p version that is the same price as the monitor this monitor was back when I bought this thing. So now it's about time I go ahead and just upgrade to the 1440p. And also, I don't really have anything else to get for Christmas, so you know. Googled it, and Wii U emulation can utilize modern stuff like GPUs better than the GameCube and Wii could. Makes sense. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be actually upgrading 1440p. Though I'm gonna be real, I'm probably still just gonna play games in 1080. I mean, I'm gonna be real, cause I like me like, even though I'm gonna have like a god tier PC, right? Even though I'm gonna have like a top tier PC now, I still really only like I like more FPS, right? So, like, okay, an example, right? So, even though I can play Fortnite at max, well, probably not, because I'm gonna be real, Fortnite with those NVIDIA GPUs is, like, freaking terrible. But even though I can play Fortnite at max, right? I wouldn't do it, because I'm gonna play it at low and get the higher FPS. And instead of getting, like, the 120 FPS on my current CPU, when it's not, you know, stuttering all over the place. Because the issue has never been that Fortnite doesn't run. The issue has been that the frame pacing is bad, so you'll be getting extremely high frames, right? And then you'll randomly drop 70 frames for no reason, and then immediately jump right back up to the high frame rate, which causes the game to stutter and lag out because it can't handle the random lag spikes that happens, and it's just terrible. Fortnite is just a terribly optimized game, and I hate it. But we're not even here to talk about Fortnite. I forgot how to do this level. I'm up here. Oh, you gotta get big. Thank you. But yeah. So even though I'm not gonna be actually playing Fortnite, because well, you know, Fortnite is kind of terribly optimized. It's nice to just know that I could play it at those high frame rates, but now I can run the game at low and probably get like 300 to 400 FPS. No, I know I will, because when you run games at lower, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm pressing the speed. Frames is what I prioritize the most. I like 1080p, but I really hate my monitor is at 100 hertz. I miss my older 144 hertz so bad. Frames is what I prioritize the most. Frames is exactly what I prioritize the most too. So, well, okay, it's different, right, Math? It's different because in single player games, right? Hold on. Let me play this. In single player games, the thing is, we gotta stop being so snobbish about frames in certain areas. And multiple other tech YouTubers will tell you this. The thing about it is, in single player, as long as you're getting over 60 FPS, you can make the game look as pretty as you want, right? Right? That it doesn't matter as long as you're in 60 FPS. You can make the game look as pretty as you want. As long as you're getting over that 60, it's fine. But in like multiplayer games, that's where you want the like your Counter Strike, where you want to be running 500 FPS a second and stuff like that. I intentionally fell down here because I wanted to see something. I like smooth. 60 FPS is smooth. That's like the main FPS. What are you talking about? But like if you're in single player games, you do not have to prioritize FPS. You can actually prioritize graphics, and as long as you're getting over that 60, you're fine. So I'm gonna prioritize graphics on my single player games now. But in my multiplayer games, yeah, I definitely prioritize the frames, and it's way better to play those games at low for those real good FPS boosts. The only way your game's not smooth is if your game is somehow running under 60 FPS, which, I mean, it's crazy. You have a 5070, so I don't believe that at all. I know it is, but smoother is nicer when I can get it. I agree smoother is nicer, but not at the cost of visual fidelity when it comes to single player games. That is again, I used to be right along with you, not me anymore. Like I've seen the light. I've finally been able to understand talking, finally learning from the tech YouTubers and understanding like, man, dude, I want games that look nice. And as long as they're over 60 FPS, I'm running them at max settings, ultra settings. But my multiplayer games now, those are always getting run at low, so I get the max FPS. I need those beautiful graphics. I can have them. I want them. So I'm going to get them. I was looking around here. I don't know why I was looking around here, but I could have sworn there was like a hidden gem around here. Did I get up there at that part? Let me see. Hold on. I know it's at the other door. Come here, buddy. I'm right here, buddy. Come on. I did. Okay, so what was up on that other side? Well, maybe I already grabbed what was up there on the other side. It doesn't really matter. No, wait, I came out of this door, didn't I? I did. I think I did, right? I'm confused. Hold on. What was in this door? No, I didn't come out that door. Okay, I'm in the right area. So what was over here then? Now I don't remember. Oh, I never actually made it up there. I hit the wall. Wait, so what was back over here and what was over there? Oh man, this is getting so confusing because, okay, this seems to be the path forward, right? Now I'm so curious about what was over there though, you know? I know it is a bit smoother, which all my non-CPU heavy games can do with the max graphics at my max 100 FPS like RE9. I have all the way up, all ray tracing, and it runs perfectly. I don't mind 60. I like striving further. There we go. Well, obviously, the right math, right? Obviously, right? When you can surpass the 60 and still have like what my point when the point I'm trying to make, right, math, is if you can have the 60 without sacrificing visual, if you can have like 100 FPS without sacrificing visual fidelity, then yeah, go for it, right? But at the same time, if you're what I used to do, I would do the dumbest thing. What I used to do, wait, hold on, because why was he here? Because clearly one of these I have to break, right? I killed him. Which one of these looks out of place? I guess this one, but I see other ones over there like it. Hold on, let me see. But what I was trying to get at, right, is like I used to be the type of person where I'd turn the game all the way down the low, even if I was getting 60 or over. Even if I was getting 60 or over on a single player game, sacrificing visual fidelity because hey, more frames the better. But then I realized like, oh hey, wait a second, man. As long as I'm getting over 60 on the newest titles with max graphics, I'm gonna play these games at max graphics. And my multiplayer games, I need the high frames in. Why was he? Now I'm even more confused, right? Because why? Because surely, yeah, you couldn't make it past there, and you surely can't be fat there. I'm a little bit confused as to what that guy was doing. Also, I didn't even realize you could break these. So does it mean I can actually break all of these, actually. So I'm now confused because it's like, well, hold on. Oh wait, I think I know how you're supposed to do it. Give me a second. There we go. But yeah, what I was saying was, don't sacrifice on single player games. Do not sacrifice visual fidelity for a few extra frames when you just do not have to. Give me that. Give it to me. Come on. Thank you. I'm cooked. Oh, it's right there. It's over. Okay, there we go. All these beautiful red coins. Woohoo! Can I really just not? Hold on. That's not what I meant to do. You know what? Screw it. Don't tell me I was supposed to. Something up there, right? Oh my god, I need the apple! But there's no guy up here throwing apples. Was there? There wasn't a guy up here throwing apples. The only guy throwing apples was that guy up there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused now, boys. Because the only other guy was that guy right there, but he's not. Where did he even go? Oh, no, I get it. I messed up. Wait. Woohoo! Yes, okay. I'm missing one of the pieces, but hold on, I'm gonna check your chat in a second, by the way, Math. I haven't forgot. Give me 1 second. Oh man, that scared me. Okay. I hate having to leave those coins, but I only got 2 minutes left on my video, so I gotta go. It does pay me having to leave perfectly good currency behind, though. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. I'm missing. I gotta be missing a piece, right? I've gotta be missing a piece of that crystal. I am! Wait. Where could it be? There it is! Come on! Shoot me! Shoot me! Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm about to check the chat in a minute. I'm just trying to not die. Oh my god. My heart was racing. I'm like, hold on. Never in my life have I screamed for somebody to shoot me before. That's crazy. Wait. Makes you seasick? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Not collecting the capitalist money. Dude, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry about the swirls making you sick and all that. My apologies. Would have gave you a fair warning. Listen. Ooh, I'm sorry for the dry commentary there for a second, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, when I was in the crunch and I was screwed up, I got a little scared, but we did it. We did it. When I'm on my new computer, the first game I'm going to try out is Doom Eternal. Um, on my current PC, I was getting like 70 FPS on max on that game, so I want to see what I'm getting now. I want to try it out. Even before I put my new graphics card in, I want to try out Doom Eternal. I hate this level. This is like the wait, is this like the Ice Factory? No, this is not the Ice Factory one actually. Yeah, this is that one right here where it's all conveyor belts, and then they all start up once you actually press the switch. Well, they're already going, but they get faster once you press the switch. Man, Wario Land music is goated though. I missed this. No, this is the ice level. I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. I should try out those insane MC shaders that look like IRL until someone breaks a block. Yo! The good. Oh yeah, math. We can finally get back to our Minecraft world, man. Because I now have more than 12 gigs of RAM, so we can stuff even more mods in there. All the mods we want to stuff in. Oh dang! I got hit with an icicle. Should I? Okay, sorry. I just thought there was another thing. But yeah, we can get back. I missed that peak world. I haven't played in a while, but we can always go. Well, if you ever ask me to get back in, I'll be happy to. We can go back and play it again. I just kind of thought you guys got bored, but yeah, we can start playing again. Oops. Okay. But yeah, man, I'm finally gonna be able to. Yeah, we can put even more mods into it now. Shush. I'm someone who always waits and never asks because I'm too much of a. Wait. Dude! Math! Hear me out. Hold on, man. Wait. Oh, John, you guys want to get a game for you? Math! My boy! Math! Hear me out, man. You! Please! Wait. We use it on max. Wait, I have it on max and it's beautiful. Math, my boy, never be afraid to ask me to play anything. Okay, I'm bored 9 times out of 10. And I'm kind of like that too, where I'll never ask people to play things, even though I would totally want to play. Um, Dude, never be afraid to ask me. Here's the thing, Math. I will never ever be mean to you or tell you no. The only time I'd ever say no is if I was doing something important. 9 times out of 10, I'm not doing anything. Man, if you ever want to, just shoot me a DM. Hey, say hey, Sega Slayer, or well, you call me Marvin. Hey, Marvin, you want to play this game? Hey, Marvin, you want to try this out? Hey, Marvin, let's play Minecraft. Dude, come on. I'm here. I'm here. I can't be that scary. I'll be like that too. I know. I'm like that too. Even though with my friends and stuff, I sometimes I don't want to say I don't ask. I never ask to play anything. You'll notice I'll never ask anybody hey man, you want to be on stream? Hey man, you want to play a game? Hey man, you want to do that? That's just not me. I'm not the asking type of person. But math. Come on, buddy. You don't have to be scared of your old buddy, your old pal, Sega Slayer. Like that with everyone. Listen, man, you don't have to be like that with me. I'm telling you. I promise you. I mean, I can assure you. I'd never get mad at you for asking. The only time I'd ever say no was if I was doing something else and I physically couldn't. But and I physically couldn't otherwise. Otherwise, dude, just shoot me a DM and say, "Hey, Marv, you want to play something? Hey, you want to play Dead by Daylight, or hey, you want to I don't know. Hey, you want to you want to play Fortnite?" Man, one day, my dream is the day that you come to me and you say, "Hey, Sega Slayer, you want to play Hearts of Iron 4?" That's my dream. That is my dream. Once you get the game on Steam and we can actually play together. Which the spring sale is coming up. If you ever get the game on Steam, man, oh, that'll be my dream that day. Wait, condition me to never ask and to wait for them to want to do stuff with me. Man, come on, man, you're one of my friends. You're my boy. Like, come on, dog. I'm never gonna be like that with you. If you ever want to play anything, like, come on. Math buddy, I'm gonna be real. You've been here for so long. You're not just a viewer. You're like one of my friends now, dog. I consider you a friend. I don't know if it's vice versa, but I do consider you a friend now. So if you ever want to just hit me up to play something, I'm usually down. I'm gonna be real. I'm usually down. I'm always bored. Like, no one ever hits me up. My DMs and stuff are dry, dog. Wait, when I get my job, I do plan on getting it that first paycheck. But yeah, man, like, come on. Never be afraid to ask your old pal, Sega Slayer 64, hey, you want to play a game? Because I'm always down, man. Consider you one. You are the few people I talk to on the internet. You are the few people I talk to on the internet. Yeah, man, I'm just telling you, like, for real. You ever want to play? Because me and you, we don't have all of the same games, but we got a lot of games that we both have. I'm usually down to play Fortnite if I have it installed. Be warned, if you ever ask me to play Fortnite, dog, you're going to have to wait a little. I'm going to have to install it, but I'm always down to, like, play Fortnite or, when you do eventually get Hoy, if you ever want to play Hoy with me. Victoria 2, a couple times I've been like, man, I want to ask Math to play a Victoria 2 game with me. I don't know if he'd be down, but like I've thought about asking a few times. Wait, okay. I'm the thing is I'm getting kind of mixed up on this level. I remember the first time I did this level, I was like speed running the heck out of it, and now I just like I'm trying to even remember where to go. Wait, I feel like I'm missing out on something. This is a safe space for me perfectly. Well, that's cool, man. I'm happy. I'm always happy. I always just kind of wanted my kid. Like I said this before. I just kind of want my channel to be a chill place where we can all just hang out, talk about games and stuff, and just come on, dog. That's some bull. That's some bull. I completely forgot he did that. Oh no. My channel is always just supposed to be a chill place where we can all just be nerds and chill. That is the channel. That's Sega Slayer 64. So yeah. Come on, buddy. Oh no, bro. Okay, no, I caught it. I caught it. You saw that save? I know you saw that save. I know you saw that save. Never question my gaming abilities. I am the best. That's why they call me the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, because I'm that good. But yeah, man. I forgot what I was saying now. Oh no. Okay. Ooh, we saved it. But yeah, Matthew. Yeah, I was just telling Matthew specifically. Man, you ever want to hit me with the DM? You want to play something? Just let me know. I'm always down. Okay. Hold on. Ooh, okay, got it. Wait, where am I exactly? I don't know where I am. I didn't. I completely forgot that Jim was back there. Says this reminds me of one of my biggest flexes. That I beat Ocarina of Time so many times I could complete the water temple without getting confused or lost anymore. Wait a second. How does this remind you of your big? Oh, the level you mean? Oh wait. Same. I'm just a chill, happy guy. Legend. They should change it to Legend of Matthew. Okay, let me up here real quick. Ooh, okay. I do wonder how how you're expected to kind of get right. Wait a second. Where am I? Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Huh? Oh, my inner Kobatamani 456 is coming out. Huh? Where? When? Huh? What? You guys see they loop the levels, right? Like I'm not crazy. We see that, right? Wait, no, because you can't jump when you do that. So they did loop the level. So I'm not insane. The level loops. It does. Wait a second. Where's this go? Oh my god, it's like a maze. Hold on. I'm starting to kind of understand a little bit. This was the door I came in through. And this area kind of loops. Okay, so your challenge is to figure out. It all makes sense now. You have to be snowed to get down here. But the only way to do that is to roll from up here, right? Unless. Wait a second. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to go big brain mode here. Wait, I still get them if I come across them, but no, wait. Hold on. I don't know. Wait, yeah, hold on. Yeah, the level being confusion and sort of water-ish with ice reminded me. I don't know if this is okay, but in every Zelda game I never use the map or compass ever because I just never need them and or I'm too lazy to look. I still get them if I come across them, but never use them. I brute force everything, lol. I'm actually just like that in Ocarina of Time. A little bit in Majora's Mask, because in Majora's Mask I kind of learned, I've learned a good part, especially of the early game. Um, but in like let's say Ocarina of Time, yeah, I know that map completely by heart. I've beaten that game so many times too. Definitely not as many times as you have, but I've beaten Ocarina of Time. It's my most played Zelda game by far. So I definitely understand the sentiment there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, okay, I don't want to get hit by that. I think is that a jump? No, you definitely cannot make that jump, but you can make this jump. Wait, am I? No, that wouldn't make sense. That would not make any sense. I'm trying to hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Like the root level. Wait, hold on. Okay, he's dead, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. Because you cannot jump when you're in that snowball form. Wait, in Majora's Mask, I learned to get through those dungeons so fast, even though I always have the inverted Song of Time. I don't like despise Majora's Mask, but like Majora's Mask is definitely not one of my favorite Zelda games. Um, my favorite is definitely Ocarina of Time by far, but yeah, I mean that's like everybody's favorite. That's not like that's not unique at all. Come on, I was trying to make it because I think that's what you have to do. I think what you're expected to do is freaking somehow, but that doesn't make any sense though because you can't smash that. A lot of stuff is not making sense. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, I can go this way now, and if I go this way, oh wait, I'm assuming you can't. Hold on, guys, give me a second. I'm assuming that you can actually jump when you're in the snowball form. Let's just take a little look and see. I thought you couldn't, but we'll see, I guess. Wait, not gonna lie. Wait, I always get lost and confused in the second and third dungeon in that game. I don't know why. I just do. Not gonna lie, the snow having random cubes of not being there is annoying me. I don't know why, but it is. Dang. So when you're like in this ball form, can you do it? You can't jump. So what am I supposed to do exactly? Unless no, because no, that wouldn't make any sense because you can't roll. I'm like so confused because I can't. There's no way to like break that. Coming this way just takes you back up there. If you roll this way, you don't have snow. So you need Snow to somehow get. Oh, wait a second. I think I know what you got to do. Give me a sec. Let's see. We'll try one more time and see if this is correct. We'll see if this is correct. Right? No, you always roll. Okay, so that's not correct. I'm really genuinely kind of stunned because I just don't remember from there. Okay, you can't do anything from there. The other snow is right. Oh, you know what? I did forget about that snow right there. Let me see. Okay, let's go this way. That loops us. We can't climb the ladder. That loops us and we just hit the wall. What are you talking about? I forgot how this level works. It's not making any sense. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. They want you to get down here with the snow, right? Hit that right there. Okay, I know what to do. It just made sense. I got it. I know exactly what they want me to do. That is why you're supposed to break that wall. It all makes sense now. They should make that a little more clear, but at least I get it, right? At least I understand exactly what they do want from me. I told you guys, I'm big brain. Sega Slayer 64 will always figure it out, no matter what. See? Boom! There we go! My god! I would be so lying to you if I told you that wasn't one of the most, like, nerve-wracking things I'd ever done just trying to figure out what they wanted me to do. Okay. This song is fire, though. Hold on, let me read what Matthew's saying. It's neat to see that Nintendo went to 3D perfectly for Mario and Zelda, but Sega fumbled for a while until they made the peak of the adventure, then fumbled, then not fumbled over and over again. What the heck are you talking about, man? Oh, what are you talking about? Sonic Adventure is such a goated game. Now you're trying to rage bait me. That's what you're trying to do. He's trying to rage bait. Rage bait alert, boys. Rage bait alert. Dude, I will never in my life ever accept any disrespect to Sonic Adventure 1. And also, man, because Sonic Adventure 1 was a critically acclaimed success when the game came out. So I don't know what you mean by fumbled when the game, like, directly succeeded. I think you misread it. It's neat to see Nintendo went to 3D perfectly for Mario and Zelda, but Sega fumbled for a while. What do you mean? Until they made Peak of the Adventure, then fumbled again, then not fumbled over and over again. I saw no mention of Sonic Adventure 1. But no, he didn't mention Sonic Adventure 1, but what he is doing, he's talking about 3D. I'm confused, right? Right? Because he's saying they fumbled, so I assume he's talking about Sonic's first 3D title. I mean, because unless he's talking about Extreme, right? But why would you count Extreme? Because Extreme's not a real game. Made peak of the adventure. Yeah, he said made peak of adventure, and I could have sworn he's told me he likes Sonic Adventure 2 more. But more importantly, hold on. It says it's neat. Let's read this out loud one more time, right? It says it's neat to see that Nintendo went to 3D perfectly for Mario and Zelda, but Sega fumbled for a while until they made the peak of the adventures, then fumbled, then not fumbled over and over again, right? So unless he's counting Extreme, which again, I don't get why you'd be counting Extreme. Extreme never actually released, so I meant struggled for a while with Sonic to 3D, even post the Perfect Adventures. I'm confused. Okay, now I'm even more confused, right? Because like Heroes is a good game. Heroes is liked by a majority of the community. Um, so Heroes is pretty good. Adventure 2, I hate that game, but for a lot of people, that is like their best Sonic game of all time. Adventure 1, critically acclaimed when it came out, still phenomenal game, loved by a large chunk of the community. They fumbled with Shadow, that's true. They fumbled with 06 pretty hard. Unleashed is kind of a weird one, because it's like a lot of people considered Unleashed a major fumble at first, and then it kind of got better. So I'm struggling to understand like where the fumble comes from. right? Now you want to say, now you could say Sonic had a rough transition to 3D, right? Mario also kind of had a rough transition to 3D. Mario 64 is a goated game, but Mario 64 is not perfect. Every series had a bit of a rough transition to 3D. But the way you worded this, right, Matt? Again, unless you're counting Extreme, it sounds like you're saying Sega fumbled with Sonic Adventure 1, right? Made peak with Sonic Adventure 2. I said fumbled, not in not order, just they tend to have lots of fumbles. Wait, not in that. I'm assuming you're saying not in that order, but they tend to have lots of fumbles. Like, I mean, even if we just look back at like genuine Sonic fumbles, right? Shadow 06, Unleashed was a fumble, but now everyone loves Unleashed, but the Werehog stuff still kind of sucks. So Unleashed is kind of like a mixed bag. Generations was a success. Boom fumbled. Um, Lost World kind of fumbled that game. I don't really like Lost World. Some people do like Lost World. I don't really like Lost World, but Lost World isn't technically a bad game. It's just kind of a mediocre game. So I guess you could count that as a fumble. Um, let's see. Forces fumble. I'll give you that one. I mean, most of if I'm just like being, I'm really bad at making a thought right now. Like, and most of, I'm gonna just be real. Like, from my perspective, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. Let's just say that right now. But like, from my perspective, Sega's fumbles with Sonic come from his later years and not his earlier years. Because for the most part, probably because it's late on. For the most part, right? Again, Sonic did in fact have a rough transition to 3D, but fumble is not the way to describe it at all. Again, Sonic Adventure 1 sold well, critically acclaimed. Sonic Adventure 2, by a large population of the fan base, I much disagree, is considered the greatest Sonic game of all time. Heroes is pretty well liked. There are some people who do dislike Heroes, but I'm sure I and most other Sonic fans would agree that it's like a vocal minority of people. Shadow, again, straight fumble. 06, straight fumble. Unleashed was a fumble, but has become loved over time, and that game is loved. Colors, not a fumble, success. Generation, success. Lost World, fumble, mediocre. Boom, fumble. Forces fumble. Yeah, again, like if we generally sat down and broke it down, right? Most of Sonic's fumbles are just either one, exaggerated, or two, they happened way later on. I always consider it a test of sorts of a 3D in some way. That game wasn't even developed by Sonic Team. I don't know how you consider that game like a test of 3D. It's 2D. The only test in it is the Saturn version's special stages. You know, and those games aren't even originally in the Genesis game. So I don't know how you. And even if we went off that it's a test for 3D logic, that still wouldn't make sense because Sonic Extreme was going for a fisheye lens instead of the isometric thing that Sonic 3D Blast had going on. So I mean that like still doesn't kind of line up. That still doesn't really line up as for a test. Wait. Okay. I think it's this one. Yeah, it is this one. Which leads me there. I smash that. I press the switch. Wait. I need Snow to get down there. Hold on. This ain't adding up. Oh, I was supposed to climb up the ladder. Wait, but I'm missing. Oh no, I have all pieces. Okay. And I've got the key thing. Never mind. I can go back. What am I doing? I don't need Snow anymore. Well, I do still need some Snow. Give me the Snow. But yeah, with Sonic, with Sega's fumbles, most of them for Sonic come from his later years and not actually his early years. Uh, that's not to say that, like, again, that's not to say that Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Heroes are like perfect games. They really are not. Uh, they definitely show their age, right? They definitely show their age, but for the time, they were like incredibly impressive and well received games. Even to this day, both Adventure 1 and 2 are still like massively loved in the community. And like I said, Heroes is also relatively well liked. It just has a very vocal minority of people who dislike the game. But they are, at the end of the day, a minority. Let me see. I'm trying to just think real fast. Shadow, again, I've already said the game's terrible. Well, Shadow's not really terrible. Again, Shadow's a weird one. Shadow's not really a terrible game. I wouldn't consider it a good game. Wait. Oh god, I think I have a theory why I'm slow right now, but I can't say why. It's not illegal substances. I didn't think illegal substances. I coherent thought that made sense, but right now I am. You can sound very slow right now. I'm kind of curious. Hold on, give me a second. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Pinball Zone, the greatest zone of all time. Wait. Sorry, guys. I'm just texting on my phone real quick. Okay. I hate this stage because, like, on one hand, I really, really love the aesthetic of this stage, but on the other hand, it's like really slow. It's a really slow stage. This stage takes forever, and it takes so many tries. With this first ever time I did the stage, I want to say I was in here for like an hour. I'm not even lying to you. So wait, they're telling me to go through that door, but before I do go through that door, I just gotta take a look around for anything else that might be of use to me. So okay, we'll go through the door now. Oh my god, I hate this stage so much. Come on! Oh, of course I threw it as soon. Okay, come on. Wait. No, what? I threw it in the air. I did. Oh well, you know what? Never mind. You can just feed. You can just feed it the ball. I should have just did that from the rip. I'm one up too high. Yeah, I knew it. Can you feed the ones from the side the ball too? Something about these things kind of looking like bird beaks kind of creeps me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait, red coin. Oh my god. Okay. First try actually. That was easy. They don't give me one of those things. Okay, well whatever. There's one right here. There we go. Only that side, huh? Okay. Oh, you can break them all. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wait 1 second. I hate dealing with these stupid. That's a lemon. You know, this stage right, this little area right here kind of reminds me of annoying oranges. Man, you guys remember that like annoying orange show? I hated that show. But when I was a kid, I was really, really creeped out by annoying orange. Oh, come on! Yo, never tell me I wouldn't be a great basketball player. You see, Annoying Orange has peak political views. I'm gonna be real, I'm missing the joke. I'm missing the joke there. I'm gonna be real. Oh no! Got it. Most of the stuff. Oh really? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Annoying Orange was kind of ruined for me once I saw Damebo's face. Right, like once I saw that it was run by Damebo, it kind of ruined for me because it's like, oh wait, hold on, man. I know what he looks like now. It's not cool. But if you actually go to Damebo's channel, you can see an old video he made with eggs, and that was kind of like the pre-Annoying Orange, and it kind of spawned the Annoying Orange thing. Also, another thing that kind of ruined the immersion of Annoying Orange for me is once you realize that Damebo is doing most of the voices, right? Like, Pear is just straight up his normal voice. Pear, if you listen to Pear is like literally just his normal voice. He does not change Pear's voice at all. It's just his voice. So it kind of ruins it. He does do a voice for Orange too, but you can also very clearly tell he's a Little Apple as well. No! You think? You guys think? Kobe! Oh, we got it! We got it. Okay, wait. Where's the thing? There it is. Woohoo! I feel it. Yep, I knew it. Oh! Thought they was trying to knock me off. Like, well, do I have to re-go all the way back to the... I do. Come on, man. Oh, wait. I'm not gonna lie. For a second, my controller got stuck, and I got scared. Thought that was Donkey Kong up there for a second. Wait, do I still have to do the stupid ball things? Yeah, I do, unfortunately. Okay. Well, actually, that was not that bad. So I'm supposed to get a ball to throw up here. And I'm assuming I have to get that from down here. Because there's one in the middle, too. Well, okay, hold on. There's something right here. Give me a second. Come on, Wario, work that sweat off. That fat off, I meant. There we go. No! Oh, bro, that is some bullcrap. Wait. A lot of SMLs like that, especially nowadays. I keep seeing clips of the newer SML. Not gonna lie, they do have some funny moments, but they usually are only the ones with Brooklyn T. Guy and Chef PP. Marshmallow, just Dane, Bow. Wait, what's pitched up? I didn't know that. I actually didn't know. I didn't know. Marshmallow was his. I completely forgot about Marshmallow as a character. I didn't think about it, right? But most people, when they think Annoying Orange, they probably think Marshmallow. They probably think Orange Marshmallow first. The first person I thought of was like freaking Orange, Pear, and Little Apple, bro. Who thinks of Little Apple first? Hey, Little Apple, hey. Okay, you gotta die, buddy. I'm sorry about that, but that's 2 times now, and I let it slide once. But I ain't letting it slide a second time. Come on, no. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Look. MJ. Oh, I told you. Listen, for all those people out there talking about LeBron is the GOAT, no, MJ. I don't even watch basketball, but MJ will always be my forever GOAT. And the Cartoon Network show, it was identical to Little Apple. It was identical to to Little Apple and the Cartoon Network. Man, the Cartoon Network show is the one I hated that show as a kid. I'm not gonna lie, it really creeped me out. Like really creeped me out quite a bit. I remember that Kobe meme you sent. Kobe? Wait, I sent a Kobe meme? What Kobe meme I sent? Wait, hold on. Which Kobe meme did I send? I have like, no idea that what he's talking about. I'm being dead serious right now. Yo, my boy Wario, jumping jacks, get it? I told you he's been working out. There's all the proof you need to what I said. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Oh, I hate this stage. It is so slow. It really is. It's such a chore to get through. I'm pretty sure you sent it. I don't know. You might have me confused with someone else. I didn't mean to go through that door. No! Dang it. Okay. I'm on. I knew there was something over there. Okay. Kobe. Dang it. No! Okay. Wait, I want to get way up there because if I jump off, I think I should have just enough. Yup, just enough. Where's that old man at? There he is. Wait. First off, how does he even fit in there is the big question. Do I want to? Yeah, I do actually want to toss him down there. Oops, wait. Get over here, little buddy. I actually don't want to toss him down there. Hold on. Where'd he go? Wait, now I'm confused. Oh, I'm a fool is what I am. Hold on. No, yeah, because that doesn't add up. Right? Yeah, because he can't do that. Hold on. Yeah, because no, it would have to be down this way. But how would you hit those? Because you can't. You can only go up this way, but that doesn't. Unless, no, because the goal. Nah, this ain't making sense. This ain't making no sense. Okay, I'm pretty sure. You know, screw it. I don't care. Honestly, I'm done. I'm over the whole pinball level. Let's go. We can forget this later on. I gotta get out of this level. I'm tired of it. So that counted as one, right? I also don't really like the Greaser song they got going on here. You know, it's like Greaser type of song theme they got going on. Or I'm just that tired. He's over there. Are you guys really tired? Or is that it? Are you guys just like super tired? Because if you guys want, I'll end stream. If you guys are like tired. Ooh, okay. Come on, yes, man. I'm telling y'all, I got ball skills, man. I got those ball skills. I'm a real baller. And before you ask why I'm not in the NBA, it's because they couldn't take the greatness. Maybe it wasn't you. I'm still looking for that Kobe. I don't think it was me because I have no idea. Like I have zero idea what you're talking about. I don't even have partial idea. I have no idea what you're talking about at all. Wait, do I have all those pieces? Oh, I do actually. So no, we're actually at the end of the level. We should be. I remember this level. I don't know why I remember this level taking way longer than this. It's still like my least favorite level, but I remember it taking way longer than this. Yeah, because there's that right there. Where's the key thingy then? I really hope the key wasn't on the other side and I missed it. Oh my god, I have to throw the balls, don't I? I do! How am I even supposed to get those? Oh, okay. That's one. Come on. Two. Okay. To the other side we go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though, watching these things go down like right here is really cool. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like this level. I said that before. I don't like the level, but watching them go down is like really cool. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't like this level just because it's usually really slow. And like I said, my first time playing it, it took me an hour to beat the level. So that like is probably still my main gripe with it. Okay. There we go. That's all the parts necessary. I can wait. Just to double check I'm not crazy, because I don't see the key thing around here. They wouldn't do this to me, right? No, I don't think they would. They're not that mean. No, there it is. Okay. Wait, do I have to? Oh, come on. Now this is why I hate the level. I'm gonna have to go back up there, but it is what it is. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, Hoopla! That's one of them. I'm trying to read your chats. Hold on. It was a meme about a janitor watching a kid throw a paper ball or something into a trash can and yelling Kobe, and the ball explodes. I know it was in the server. Now I don't know who sent it. I swore it. Wait. I swore it was you because I was surprised that you'd send a Kobe meme. I found it. You did send it. No, there's no way. There's no way I sent that. I don't know, freaking ping me about it or something. I replied to it in the server. No, I feel like I feel like I wouldn't do that. I know myself. Wait. Okay. See what I was talking about though? This the ending of this level is like just takes forever. Did I really not hit that? I really hope that counted. Okay, I was about to say, I really hope that counted. I wouldn't send something that evil. I don't believe you. Okay. Where was the door though? Was it over here? I'm about to. Oh, I'm one heart. Please be the exit. I think I'm cooked. I'm one heart. Okay, this is kind of cool. Woohoo! Oh my god, I was scared. It's in normal memes. Hold on, let me go check this out real quick. This wasn't even that long ago. Hold on. Let me watch this real fast. Oh man, hold on, real quick. Okay, that is not a meme about Kobe Bryant. When you throw, okay, when I you probably don't remember this. You're a youngin. Okay, my guy. Listen, dog. When I was in school, right, we said Kobe when you threw something to hit the trash can. That's what we said. Especially black kids, especially us black kids. Like whenever we throw something, we always said Kobe. Even to this day, it's just kind of how it is in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Even to this day, as a grown man, I'll still like throw something away in the trash and I'll go Kobe, right? Just Kobe. Yeah, and the joke was that like you threw the joke is right. You threw your paper in the you threw your milk carton at the trash can, and the milk carton exploded. So now the janitor has to clean it up. That is the joke. I'm like, what is he talking about? That meme was not specifically about Kobe. It was about you throwing your milk carton and the janitor having to clean your milk carton up. I know that. It still happens in school. So then why did you say the meme was about Kobe? That's what confused me, because I don't get why you said the meme was about Kobe. Also, from what I heard, no one says Kobe anymore. They go Swish or something like. Well, we used to say Swish back in school too, but it was either Kobe or Swish. You could interchangeably change them out. Kobe or MJ. And I love what we'd always do was if you missed the shot, we just keep going down the naming convention until you got the shot, right? So you'd start with Kobe, then you'd go MJ, LeBron, Curry, James Harden, KD, until you got the shot. You just go down the names list until you got the shot. Shaq, bro, it's just man, that was so fun back in the day, man. I like this boss because this boss is easy, unlike the last boss. Okay. Oh, come on. Don't play games with me. There's bro. So sad that this thing came out of the clock, right? Maybe you're supposed to catch the X. Hold on. You are. Wait. Dang, it made me drop my egg. I'm probably cooked. Yeah, I'm definitely cooked. How did that even happen? Yeah, I'm dead. There's way too many of these things. Yeah, dang, that's rough. I was just talking about how much easier. Wait, sorry, wait. I've seen a lot of memes of people yelling Kobe and the thing they threw would explode and burn. That is really messed up. So I assumed it was one of those types. This music be sounding like the beeps you hear at McDonald's, bro. That's so true. Does anybody remember when McDonald's had GameCubes, man? One of my McDonald's still actually has a GameCube system. It doesn't work anymore, but it is still there. It's not my McDonald's. It's a McDonald's in a couple towns over. But it's not that far away. It's probably like maybe maybe like an hour away, maybe half. Probably like probably about an hour to a half an hour away. But that in the side of McDonald's, they still have the GameCube controllers. It's the platinum one. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm just a little bit tired of Wario Land. I don't want to play this game anymore. Let's play something else. Where's my keyboard actually? Let's play something else. I'm kind of tired of Wario Land. I want to keep streaming, but I'm tired of Wario Land specifically. What should we play, dear fellow viewers? You guys want to play some Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing? I want to play some of that. That sounds fun. Sega. I missed the play area. I missed the play area too. In McDonald's, the city I used to live in, had when I was little. That place was fire. When I was man, I remember, dude. I remember the play pen too. Man, Ronald McDonald used to come to my McDonald's all the time. Man, I used to meet him all the time. How about I don't know if I've ever told this story. But one time Ronald McDonald came to my school and hosted a game show. It was a game show about fire alarms. It was a game show about fire alarms, right? And he hosted a game show, and we had to all get on stage and answer questions. It was a quiz show where he picked 3 students. I managed to be one of the students he picked. And I went on the game show, and only one contestant could win, and I won. I straight won. What did I win, you might ask? I got free McDonald's for a year. You only could get 1 meal though, so I got 1 free McDonald's meal for a year. I won a trophy, and I had a McDonald's shirt. I do not have any of these things anymore. When I moved from my old house, I lost all of them. But well, obviously, I used that. Yo, that's lit. Pun not intended. Uh, dude, the hardest challenge that I'm still surprised that I, of all people, managed to do. Because again, for those who don't know, I'm legally blind. And the hardest challenge that I managed to do that I'm still surprised that I did was he did beep. He did a the scramble where you take 3 things and you kind of scramble them around. Well, one smoke detector didn't work and the other 2 did. So you had to find the smoke detector that didn't work. I managed to find it, and then I won the quiz show about good fire alarm etiquette. I won the quiz show, and so once I did that, your boy was gifted that McDonald's for a year, that T-shirt, and that what cup we gonna do? I'm feeling a little casino-y. I'm gonna be real. I was gifted that T-shirt, that trophy, and that McDonald's for a year, which I promptly used that same day for dinner. That was pretty goated. Welcome to 3, 2, 1. Like I said, there's all man. You know the hardest part about this game is the controls are so much different than they were in Crossroads that I have to try to like remember them. Probably the most annoying part about that voucher, though, I'm probably going to lose, guys. I'm so used to Crossroads. Time. But you're doing fine. So stay on track. And don't look back. Everybody Supersonic Racing? Come on now, race! Everybody Supersonic Racing. Bro, I know Tails did not go All-Stars and ruin my stuff. Yo, that McDonald's for a year though, that was some bullcrap. Because, that was some bullcrap because, you could only get 1 meal a day, and I think you were limited to like 10 a month, right? So there was a limit on how many you could get. So when they say, oh, hey, you get free McDonald's for a year, that's not really true. It would be so funny. Hold on, give me a second. Everybody. I'm losing so bad. I used to be good at this game. I'm not good at this game anymore because I'm good at Crossworlds, and Crossworlds controls completely differently. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something kind of cool on the stage. Wake me up when you guys start driving for real, huh? Wait, I so badly want to get those smoke detector low battery beep noise makers that last years. And place them in random places. It would be so funny. That would be so annoying. Everybody supersonic racing. Try to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there's no time to look around. Supersonic racing, running to the point of no return. Everybody's supersonic racing. Come on, let the fire burn. It might actually not be this level. Yeah, it's actually not this level. It's the other one. Yeah, it's not this one. Actually, I'm gonna leave because I want to show you guys something. Everybody supersonic racing. Single race. The reason I'm doing single race is let's be Billy Hatcher. We're gonna be my boy Billy, and we're gonna go to not that level, but this. No, this one. No, actually, I think it might have been the original. Imagine putting it in a classroom or a library. It'll be. Wait, it's evil, but would be so funny. Yeah, if you don't get caught putting it there on camera.
3, 2, 1, go!
It might not be this level either. The Bonanza Bros are in front. Let's go. I was forgetting just how much music the console version had. I don't like the console version soundtrack though, because the DS version, even though the DS version actually had custom versions of all the songs, all of the songs from the games, it has custom versions. So the DS version kind of has a custom soundtrack that is missing from the console version, because the console version has the full songs. And the DS couldn't afford to have the full songs, so they had newly designed cut back versions that I think are really, really good. This game still looks good to this day. This is another example of a very stylistic game that I just really love. I've talked about this before, man, but I'm much more a fan of like real style over realistic graphics. I'm gonna be real. It might actually be this. No, it's not this. I don't think. I can't remember. Is it? No, it's not this level. I'm sorry. This is not the right level. Interesting. Wait. Did you get... No? What do you mean? I love Crossroads. Did you get... What did I say exactly? And you made me click the wrong stage! What would possess you to say such a thing, man?
Greetings. 3, 2,
1. Okay, I clicked the wrong stage. That's an L on my part. Everybody supersonic racing. My dad is those type. Wait. My dad is those type of Zelda fans that thinks Wind Waker is bad because of its stylized graphics. But in my opinion, that game's graphics age better than Twilight Princess. Both good looking, but you know, a rainbow was all over your screen. Oh no, I ran into one of the rainbow things. Is the DS version better? In my opinion, well, I like the DS version a little bit more. I wouldn't necessarily say it's better. I'd say they're as good as each other. I like the DS version more though because that's just my childhood. That was the version I had as a kid, and I grew up and played this version later on. I love both of them. They're both really good. I like the DS tracks a little bit more than these ones, but well, the DS mostly has the same tracks. They're just a little cut back. I like the design of that. I like the design. I love the look of the DS. I like the DS menu better. Um, I think the tracks are definitively better in the console edition, but I like them in the DS version a little more personally. And the music I prefer on the DS, even though like these are all just the original songs from the original games. They're both really good, but I love the DS version. What I want to show you is here. I'm sure you guys already know, right? If you're a true Sega fan like me, you know exactly what I'm about to show you. You know what, Matt? I'm gonna be real. I've never heard any Zelda fans say Wind Waker is ugly. I only ever hear people complain about Wind Waker because it's easy. right? Wind Waker, and I will say this: Wind Waker was definitively easier than, like objectively easier than like Twilight Princess, and definitely Majora's Mask. But it's not like I never felt like it was so easy that like I feel like Zelda fans give it a little bit too hard of a time for how easy it genuinely was. Um, honestly, I think both Twilight Princess and Wind Waker age well together. Though I do prefer the stylized graphics of Wind Waker a little more. But your dad's kind of interesting because I never ever heard a Zelda fan say, "Hey, the Wind Waker's visuals are the reason the game is aged poorly." It's usually just, "Oh, hey, Wind Waker's way too easy. It's the worst." But I think Wind Waker is the perfect beginner Zelda game because you can learn everything about Zelda, and it's not so easy that there's not a challenge. Oh, wait, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Hold on,
So, has Oolong got an answer to that?
guys, take a look at this. Wait, stop. Take a look at who's on this card. Do you see who that is?
Make him feeling feisty, folks.
That's right, boys. That is Sonya, Sonic's sister. The thing is, for those of you who don't know the story, when the guys at Sumo Digital were developing this game, right? They went to look for a photo of Amy, and they just took the photo off of Google Images, and the photo they actually took was Sonya. The thing about it, though, right? The thing about it though is even though they took a picture of Sonya on the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of the game, this was patched out, right? So if you go to play those versions of the game, the card is replaced with Amy and not Sonya. But for some reason on the Wii version, the game obviously couldn't be updated, right? So it's still Sonya. And on the PC version, they said the game couldn't be updated either. I don't know why. Maybe it's because maybe it's because a lot of people bought the disc version. But the game's on Steam, so you'd think they fix it, right? But they never did. They did fix it. Look at that. Look who's on the card over there. Wait a second. Look who's on the card right in front of me. It's Amy. So they did fix it in this version. They just still left Sonya down here for some reason. Maybe it's a meme. I don't know. I have no idea why they never fixed it. But yeah, this is Sonya is technically canon to an official Sonic game. They left her here. I don't know why. I'll never understand because now I really don't understand because they did fix it where it's Amy up there, right? So they definitely updated it. Maybe they left that there as a joke or a meme because all the other cards have Amy on it. You see, she's up there. They had to leave it there as a meme. They had to, right?
Now we got a race on our hands.
Because like I said, they patched it out of the 360 version. The 360 and PS3 version have it patched, and then the PC and Wii version don't. Oh, I didn't even know I had my All-Star. By the way, I lost the race. I honestly don't care about winning the race. I intentionally lost the race so I can show you guys that.
Really spreading out on the track with some of the racers being left behind.
That was the longest I was ever in my All-Star before. The racer they're talking about being left behind is me.
We're into the final.
It would be kind of goated if I could catch back up, but I don't think I can. I might have got lapped too.
Hey, watch yourself.
Oh, one of the things I miss about All Stars is the announcer. I miss the announcer, man. This game is still the absolute best Sonic Racer game to me, just in terms of like level design. Well, not, I guess not really level design. I'd say the levels are more replayable. This game has a lot of memorable levels. Almost all of them are memorable. But I think I did catch back up. No, I still got lapped. I have to give the level design fully to Crossworlds. The control also goes to Crossworlds. Like nowadays that I've played Crossworlds definitely controls better. I think the thing that still holds this game, the thing that still makes me hold this game nowadays, over Crossworlds is simply just it's all Sega characters, right? From the rip, no DLC, no nothing like that. It's all Sega characters, just there.
Hungry for more electrifying race action? Of course you are. Then don't touch that dial.
Ooh la la won! That's my girl Ooh la la, bro. But yeah, Cool that Sonya was in the game. I just wanted to show you guys that little neat thing because a lot of people don't talk about it. I don't know why she. Let me look this up. Ooh la la is bad. Ooh la la is bad. You're right, but I gotta look this up real quick. Why was Sonya left in All Stars Racing PC? Sonya's cameo. The artwork was sent to Sonic Team, and they noticed that my picture of Sonya didn't belong to them. They were told to fix this on all platforms. Oh, really? Hold on. Is there somebody complaining about their picture of Sonya being used in the game? Because I'm going to be real. Instead of the official art Amy, this was quickly patched out of 360 and PS3 and PC releases. So why is it was patched out of the PC releases. But hold on. It's still here. Really lucky with that image choice. Alright, when I read about this, I expected to see something true. Hey everyone, as you may all heard, did write an apology. I'm confused. Or not give credit or thanks. I'm really now. You know what? You know what? Sometimes I have to question. Wait, why have all these messages been retracted? What did you guys say? Why have those messages been retracted? Hold on. Hold on, guys. What was said? What did I miss? Oh, wait, hold on, because it didn't even appear. Did it appear up there on my chat before it was retracted? It did. Hold on. I'm like that with Yoshi. Wait, why? I'm confused. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second, because I'm trying to figure this out. Why? I'm like that with Yoshi's Island. Hold on. Okay, math. What did I miss? I'm confused now. What's going on? Why did everyone's messages get deleted? Did I do it? Did I accidentally delete messages? When I was looking that up, I did not mean to click the stage again. You know what I do find kind of surprising though, right? What kind of annoys me about artists a lot is like they complain a ton about like, hey, you stole my art, you didn't give me credit, right? But to be fair, I'm just being real, right? Tons more people know you now that Sega accidentally put your art of one of their characters. It might have had their characters. Someone accidentally put your art of one of their characters in the game. That picture is now 10 times more famous than it ever would have been. Than it ever would have been if you had just left it there, right? Like, literally the entire community well, not the entire community, but a large chunk of the community knows about the art now because they accidentally put it in the game. I don't know. I feel like personally, if I was an artist, I wouldn't be so uptight. Like, I'm just gonna give you a good example, right? Can you imagine how happy I would be if Sega took my footage of a video I recorded and put it on like the big screen? Like, I don't care if they didn't say my name. Like, they took my video and put it up on the big screen, or they used some of my footage for a Sonic video, for a Sonic trailer. Like, bro, do you know how hype that would be? To be fair, they didn't credit and made money off the product with your art with no credit. You wouldn't have made that money anyway. You would not have made that money anyway. Nobody. First off, real quick, hold on. I want to be clear about something because I have to even clarify even more. Matthew, Sega did not make a single dime off of that dumb little image. It was an accident. Most people wouldn't even notice it. In fact, I'm playing the stage right now. Most people would not notice the image if you were actually driving. The only way you notice it is if you stop. So if Sega did not put that image in, so no one bought this game. The idea that people brought this game because they're like, oh my god, there's a picture of Sonya that some random artist drew. I don't even know the artist's name, but some random artist drew this stupid picture of Sonya. Now I have to buy the game. Oh my god, right? But it's like, one, they did not make a dime off this. Two, you would never notice that if you were driving. I slowed down there, and most people would have still missed it. Like, come on, dog. Nobody noticed that. And that person never would have gotten name recognition if that photo wasn't there. And if anything, that artist is probably more well known now because, well, I still don't know that artist's name actually. You know what I'm saying? And Sega took down the art and apologized. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just saying, I would be very honored if someone took my work and put it in a game. I've said this before. I feel like a lot of artists are really just uptight and kind of entitled, and that's no hate to artists, but like, I don't know. Sometimes they get really, really annoying about like simple things. Now, I get it if Sega stole like your entire catalog of pictures, used them in the game, and like made a ton of money off of it. But it's a random photo that no one knew was there, and it was an accident. And you're making a big old fuss about it when in reality, absolutely no one would know your name if it wasn't for that. I don't know. I just feel like some people need to be more grateful to something you made is understandable. That is understandable, but my issue is, right, Matt, being entitled to something you made is understandable. I understand it, but that's first off, it's not even your character, right? It's not your character. You, in my opinion, right? Like, fine, you made your own art, that's fine, but why are you making art of other people's characters? And then you get entitled about other people's characters. I'd be a little more sympathetic if you. I feel like I'd be a little more sympathetic if you were using your own original characters and you like created this stuff from the ground up. But no, you're drawing a picture of a character that they own in the first place. Or you don't even own that character. They own that character in the first place. And you're getting all uptight about an accident that got you more name recognition than you would have gotten. Anyway, I can't understand it. I never will understand that. Like I said, I'm a lot more understanding if it was like an original character and then they took the character, put it in the game, and like did it on purpose with the intent to rob you. But they did not. It was a complete accident, a complete it was an accident they didn't mean to. Why would they intentionally? Okay, first off, right? First off, let's just already talk about this from the rip. Sonya is not a popular character, right? Most people do not know or care about Sonya. So it would have benefited Sega way more to actually put the real picture of Amy than it would have from Sonya. It was an accident. You're being uptight about an accident for a character that they own in the first place, you do not own, and otherwise you would have gotten no name recognition from it, nor would you have made a single dime from it at all. Right? And then it's even worse because you put the picture on eBay, all right? So you showed it to the public in the first place. I don't understand it. I don't. Again, it's different if you're making original characters, but if you're already taking someone else's original intellectual property, drawing a photo of that, and then saying, "Hey, this is mine. This is mine." You accidentally put my photo in a game that most people probably didn't even notice, and I'm going to be super uptight about it and demand that you take it out. Which they did take it out, but I'm just saying. And no, I don't think you deserve royalty payments from this game because your picture did not generate any income of the game for the game. Literally, no one knew that one photo was there. It's about the attitude, right? It's about the attitude. Because this person, from what it seems like they were pretty upset about the whole situation. And I'm just like, okay, that's really stupid. You're really dumb. It's just entitlement. You know what made me hate artists? You know what kind of made me hate? Like, I have like this sort of passive aggression for art, people who draw art. Because I don't hate artists or people who do art, but like I was on Twitter for too long, and Twitter artists are some of the like. I feel like Twitter artists are some of the worst people I could ever be around. I do not like them. They're super entitled, super uptight, really annoying about everything. They constantly complain.
Shibuya downtown.
Oh yeah, most of them suck. That's where my I'm gonna be real. That is where my passive aggression for artists because I don't hate artists. I like art and I do understand it. Like I said, I do understand it. Well, I don't understand that person because I feel like getting so uptight about something so small, so trivial, something you would not have made money over in the first place, and something that probably benefited you more than it not happening is like really dumb. Like if you were respectful, even if you wanted your picture removed, fine, right? That's fine. But it's about the respect thing, and you not getting mad over a mistake, especially something that was done as a mistake, right? But Twitter artists are somebody like, wait, did you ever see the Steam game? Wait, did you ever see the new Steam game? Oh wait, did you see the new Steam game become? No, what is it? Why am I going? Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'm off stage. Well, hold on, I was out of bounds. What the heck? What about that new game though? I have not seen it. I have to check it out after stream. Can't stay here, but it's fire. Well, just DM me. Oh, I'm pressing. I'm not pressing A.
So we're on to lap 2 and have everything to race for.
You hear this "Fly Like a Butterfly" remix? I don't like this "Fly Like a Butterfly" remix. I'm gonna be real. I love that song. It's probably my favorite song from Jet Set Radio Future. But this remix is kind of garbage. I'm gonna be real. Where are my missiles going?
What happened to love and peace?
Why is the world so angry? The announcer in this game was so peak, man. I missed this announcer so much. I like the Crossworlds announcer too. I just wish he talked more. This announcer, he added so much fun to the matches because he'd always talk and say like super sarcastic stuff. That's Jackie Bryant. Oh no, that's Jackie Bryant and Akira. I don't know if I could pass Jackie Bryant and Akira, man. They're too goated. Isn't just because it's cursed, but it's getting a lot of traction and a lot of people might legit buy it when it comes out. It's funny to see and it actually looks well made. Like I said, okay, send me like a picture of it. I'm kind of curious. Oh, I have seen this game. I have seen this game. I haven't actually played it yet, but I've seen it. Announcer crash out is peak entertainment. Yeah, it is. Okay. But so you stream? No, I'm not streaming that game. I have seen it though. I might try it out, but I'm not streaming that game. Dang, I couldn't pass Jackie Bryan. Boo hoo.
So, this race is over. You be sure to tune in next time. You have the worst reflexes of all time.
Bro, Akira and Jackie Bryan is goaded. You have the worst reflexes of all time. Okay, let's do. I think we'll do one more race and I'll probably end the stream. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Is this the right one? This is the right one.
Ruin.
We'll go to Ocean Ruin. We'll do Ocean Ruin and then I'll probably end the stream. I think this is the right one, right? It might not be because I might not have wanted to do this one. No, this is the right one. Man, look how bright and colorful this game is. Again, this game always. Oh, Sonic Rush's title screen. Hey guys, this is the plug. If you haven't seen the Sonic Rush series, go check it out. which I know both of you guys in the chat have. I'm just talking to everyone else. If you haven't seen the Sonic Rush series, you can go check it out. I'll have a new episode coming out next week. We'll be continuing Blaze's story. Let's go to you already know. Oh, I didn't say it, but thank you guys for the support on the '06 episode. I'm happy you guys enjoyed it. It might be a little while before the next episode. I don't know. Because Midnight Midnight's been kind of busy lately, so I don't know. It might be a decent gap between the next episode and soon. But I'm gonna try to have other content coming out for you, including Sonic Rush next week. I want to, like I said, I want to potentially start another Let's Play soon enough here. And then you guys know Mystery Dungeon is coming back soon enough. I hope you guys are hyped as hype as I am, because soon we'll be playing my favorite Mystery Dungeon game. Honestly, I should probably just begin it as soon as I start Sonic Rush. Because, man, I'm so excited to play the next Mystery Dungeon game in the series, because it's actually my favorite. I messed up. I lost all my speed. Oh, what am I talking about? This is not the title screen. This is the special stage theme for Sonic Rush. I'm an idiot. This reminds me why I retired and took up commentary. I love the announcer. I've always kind of been curious as to who he was, who he's supposed to be, right? I wanted the announcer to be a famous Sega character, Really, they missed an opportunity? Because they could have had the announcer from, they could have had the Daytona USA, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the guy, the person who made the Daytona USA music, they could have had him be the commentary guy. It would have been goated. Sorry, I was kidding. What? I went through the ceiling? That's some bullcrap. I've never had that happen before. I should have saved that. Woo! Wait! Well, there's my lead gone. I refuse to get passed by nuts. I'm gonna be real. Froggy! I'm gonna read the chats in a second, boys. Final lap. Man, this stage looks so much cooler on the DS. On console, there's a ton of detail, and it does look really cool. But the way the blue underwater section looks on the DS is just so good. If you can't tell, I really like this game on the DS. I wanted to Let's Play it, but I didn't know if anybody would be interested and down to see that. I also don't know, how if it'd be that fun to watch though, because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of a racing game. If I'm in first the whole time, is it really that interesting? Which I can always make them kind of sweet, concise, and sort of short. Part 14 next week. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of Blaze's story. We are getting close to the end of Blaze's story. I'm telling you right now. We're getting close. I think Blaze has 2 or 3 more episodes left, if that. And once we beat her story, it's just the ending. And then that is the end of Sonic Rush. Ooh, there we go. Says, wait. Hold on. What exactly are you talking about, Matthew? Sometimes, man. Hey, part 14 next week. So hyped. Riker Ralph is. Oh wait, Peak 2 is. I'm not. Wait, hold on. They made Ralph creepily obsessed. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph 2 is absolute garbage. Peak, I agree. I was gonna. The game. It's funny, right? So I've been talking about how I wanted to play obscure. It's funny Matthew brings that up. Hold on, let me get off this game and I'll say what I was going to say. It's funny Matthew brings that up because I was talking to my brother a couple weeks ago. I'll tell you. Hold on, let me get off the game first so you can actually hear me. Okay. I was saying it was funny that Matthew brought that up, Wreck It Ralph up, because I was talking to my brother the other day, and I said, and I told him, I said, I want to start. I've told you guys about this before. I said I want to start doing Let's Plays on obscure DS/3DS/PSP games that I grew up on, and one of the ones I grew up on that licensed games in particular, and one of the ones I grew up on that I kind of actually like is Wreck It Ralph. And I said, hey, bro, so do you think I should do a Wreck It Ralph one? Should I do that first for the first licensed game Let's Play just to see if it's good? And I told him that, and he's like, nah, you shouldn't do it. Nah, you shouldn't do it, man. You shouldn't do it. No one's gonna want to watch that. That's boring. But now I'm starting to question my fate. Is it that game that blew its whole budget on two cutscenes? Are you talking? Which one is that? Which one blew its whole budget on two cutscenes? I don't remember which one you're talking about. But yeah, it was the Wreck-It Ralph game, and I told him, I'm like, you know what, I should do it. And he's like, I was gonna either do the DS or the 3DS version. I had the 3DS version, but it's actually kind of identical to the DS version, so it really doesn't matter. But I told him, I'm like, dude, I should do this. He's like, you know what? No, I don't think. I think the game might be kind of boring. I like the game. He's kind of right though. It's really easy. It's like piss poor easy. Um, so I probably wouldn't die at all. So if I don't die, no funny edits, no funny memes. The memes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still considering what game I'm gonna do. We'll see soon enough. We will see. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been really fun. I'll probably stream again tomorrow during the day, and I'll actually have something to play this time. So I'll probably come back and stream again tomorrow. So that'll be good. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, get my motherboard tomorrow. So I'll be sharing when I get that. I'll make sure to share some photos in the server so you guys can see my new motherboard. And yeah, guys, if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. Hold on. Goodbye. Who? Oh my God, you're evil, Math. I know what you did. I know what you did. I read it. Look, if you're new here, if you can subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 3,000 subscribers, so you'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share the channel with your friends. It helps the channel out if you share this channel with your friends. And yeah, until next time, make sure to have a great day, great night, or great anytime. Have a good one, Slayers, and thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wait, totally not reversed. It totally is reversed. You're